What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be messing around with Maniac Wheel and Tyre Cleaner. This bad boy, we're going to be doing a 1 to 10 summer dilution, so I already have it in there. I probably put a smidge more than the 1 to 10. It's supposed to be like 2.2. I did 2.5 or 2.5, whatever. So I'm going to fill the rest of this up with some water, some aqua, and for the tires, I'm going to mess around with my OG, the Shine Supply Wise Guy, and I'm just going to see what this does. This is a pretty good test because let me tell you, right now, this is, the power stop pads were ordered, but this brake dust is something. It's literally something. It's something to behold. Very, very disgusting. I can't wait to not have to deal with this. Power stop pads, honestly, in Mopar world, is kind of a necessity. So we're going to fill this up with some water, go by the car. I'm going to pull this car out, actually, and then we're going to mess around. I am going to show you a little bit of this bad boy in action, even though the video before this I used it, but to fill up my bucket, that's awesome. And then I do have these. I've done videos on these in the past. They are absolutely, by far, my 100% go-to when it comes to nozzles. There is no compromise. These are my favorite. So like I said, we're just going to top this off with some water. So this is the wheel and tire cleaner, and I'm probably going to put a little bit of this in my bucket just so I have something in there. Let me see if I can try to carefully fill this. I don't know if that's even going to be a possibility. Apparently I can throttle this. Gotcha. Watch how this thing fills up. That's crazy. I love this. I absolutely love everything about this right now. Sick. So we're just going to give this a whirl. We're not doing any crazy testing here. We're just kind of cleaning. OG cleaning here. Like I said, this is the go-to for me because there's just a whole lot of, I don't know if you could tell, there's just a whole lot of force behind that. So we're going to give this a nice little splashy splash. Also, I am going to be doing rinseless washes, so I'm not really worried. Look at the brake dust coming off. Look at that. That's crazy behavior. So I always go over 2 to 3 times until the suds are pretty much white, just to make sure, because otherwise, what are we doing? Okay, so we're gonna give this a good go here. Again, still funked, so I don't know. I'm going to spray this, let this dwell a little bit. So what I usually do is I go in and I do my lug nuts. After you do your lug nuts, I'm just going to come back in here. You know what's funny? I am really not a huge fan of the bristle brushes. I know a lot of you are, but they spray so much. The only time I'm really a fan of those, honestly, is in the tight compartments. And that's usually the only time. So this is where I would opt for one of these. It's in here. Again, I'm not a super fan of these, but there's not a whole lot that's getting behind that. And even this, I'm gonna have to move the wheel up. Oh, see that? Motherless fuck. I hate these. One of the other things I'm really a big fan of is are these things, actually. I'll link a couple different ones down below, but I'm a big fan of them. What I typically do, depending on how dirty the wheel is 2 or 3 spokes, dunk back in, get some fresh solution, wipe a little bit off of that bad boy. And keep going. This isn't a wheel cleaning tutorial. I'm just kind of eager to see how everything ends up. All right. You know what else I usually do? Because I only ever do this like this when I am going to be doing a rinseless wash. So either tonight or tomorrow I'll be doing a rinseless wash. So what I end up doing, I'm just going to go wipe off the actual rubber with this best you can. And then I'm just going to go through and use one of these. You can take any of these. You know those smaller microfiber towels that are for drying. So, other than the random things, there are a couple little marks, but for the most part, everything's pretty good. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever used. Anything I didn't hit, that's me reaching, you know what I mean? That's my tools and whatnot. Not reaching, but the towels aren't really dirty. And the wheel itself looks pretty good. You know what I might do is I'm going to take this solution, I'm going to put this into here. Let's see if we can see how this performs. Well, that would have been nice if I didn't spill that, right? We'll give this a good rinse. We'll pump this up, and we'll do it on this one. So we're gonna give this a go here and just try to attack the wheel and the tire. Okay. A little bit messier, but it's okay. I've always been more of a fan of doing my tires this way, but I had to try it on the first wheel the way it was going to be done, how most of you are going to be doing. Not all of you are going to be doing it this way, I tell you that much. So we got to experiment with all different ways. I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really being wowed right now. Not that, I guess, clean wheels aren't wowing me, but I just got done using Dark Fury the other week, and I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a better experience with Dark Fury. It felt like it was cleaning better, and I don't know what today is. As far as temperature and humidity go, I feel like this is drying way quicker and not giving me a lot of time. So as far as tire cleaning goes, I feel like it's I don't know, it didn't do a terrible job, but I don't feel like it look, it's really not bad. I don't feel like it did the best job. I mean, again, I'm spoiled, I feel, with a lot of the products I have access to and have used. So I'm definitely spoiled. But this wheel, usually my wheels, I mean, that's really not bad. The fact that it's not completely and utterly destroyed, this being a white towel. So, I mean, cleaning ability, it's fine. I feel like it's just like one of those niche products. You know what I mean? The bougie brand product that you want to buy just because whatever. But not bad. Not amazing, not bad. You know, I'm going to finish up washing the other two tires. I'm going to bring this inside and then get my final opinion on the situation here. Okay, so I'm going to give my opinion on this. And, you know, with most things, it's my first time using it. So do I feel that it's some sort of like miracle product worth too much hype or worth any trouble seeking it out, trying to find a place that sells it and, you know, going through the hassle of getting it? Honestly, no. If you like the brand, if you like, you know, the lineup that they have and you kind of want to just have a cool little bottle with some, you know, glittery lettering on it that looks like a friggin' ransom letter, then yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. But to be honest with you, on my fourth wheel, I used this. Usually what I'll do, especially when I'm doing like testing type stuff, I go through and I mess around a lot, okay? I'll do, typically when it comes to wheel cleaners, typically, right? I'll do the actual dilution that I want, or however it's supposed to be, straight, whatnot, whatever. And I'll do it one wheel where it's going to be sprayed on, saturated, worked in like a normal person would do. And then I go with the foam option, as you saw. Do I like it for tires? No. But again, it's because I love the Shine Supply Wise Guy. This is the thing that I've always gone to and stuck with tires. Or to me, a dedicated APC. Do you need it? No. But it's just my preference. Again, this isn't right or wrong. It's about your preference. Some people might get better results. Some people might honestly love this brand and feel like they've got a ton better results. I've used better, is what I'm saying. And I honestly feel like this might actually even be better. So one of the next videos I'm going to do will have this in it. Smells to all hell. But there's a brand, Brown Royal. It reminds me heavily of this. And then obviously the Dark Fury, just not as brown. It's not as deep, dark, and concentrated. But the Brown Royal and this Suds Lab, and this is at Walmart, mind you, but I feel like there's just a lot of overlap with a lot of the products on the market. But to be honest with you, I got the results, regardless, I got the results on every single wheel and tire the way I wanted. So, you know what's weird? I really don't like the color of these wheels. I hate them. At some point, I'm going to swap them out. But when they're clean, they're cool. I guess they're like a satin black. They give off a gray satin black kind of vibe. I'm not loving them that much, but whatever. They're clean. I just felt like this was not lingering. Even when it was sprayed on with the foam, I just didn't, I don't love it. I don't love it. And there's not really much else to say. Does it clean? Yes. But honestly, Dawn soap will clean. I could spray waterless wash on here, and at some point it would clean. You know, cleaners clean. Do certain cleaners do better than others? I guess, just based on how quick they do it. But all in all, it cleans. I mean, I kind of just want to get through my stash here. I feel like there's just going to be so much overlap. I've got so many products that have just been backed up. And honestly, what I'm trying to do at this point is just go through and get to the point where, you know, like this, where I just want to start using these products and make a definitive decision. Will I buy this product again? Do I feel like you have to go out again, like I said, and seek this out? No, I'm not going to buy this again. To be honest with you, I probably won't even finish this. I likely will not. Strictly, now my situation, I've got far too many to test and try out and get my opinion. I'm probably going to end up giving that to a pal and let them get experience on it. I don't ever throw products out, but that's just the way. It's just the way I do things. Are the wheels clean? Yes, they are. They are. Let's be real. But again, do I like this for tires? No. No, I feel like it didn't wow me. It didn't wow me. Yeah, so again, what I do, and I'm going to probably do a whole video as my dedicated rinseless wash, because this is one of the parts of dedicated rinseless wash. What I just did would come before the rinseless wash. So right now, as it sits, she's ready to be rinseless washed. But yeah, that's part of the rinseless wash process for me. That's step one. We're going to do a whole video, so if you're looking for more rinseless wash content, wheels and tires, interior stuff, glass cleaners, foaming products, I'm going to be coming up with a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of spray and rinse. Yo, the popos out there. I'm going to do a lot of spray and rinse type products and leather cleaners and whatnot. So there's a lot of things that I plan on going through. I'm backlogged. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I truly appreciate you. This works, but it ain't worth picking up again. I'm sorry. You know, middle of the road stuff. Just like most of the freaking wheels and tires that I've used. That's all I have for you today. I hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. I'll see you guys on the next one.